The more I learn about energy, the more I learn to slow my roll, to step back and connect with this powerful, energetic ball of loving light that I am. The more I learn about energy, the more I learn how many people have been on frequencies of unconsciousness, creating the snowball effect, and then we wind up in denser energies that create harmful behavior around the world. And much of those that are out here in our today's world are just driving blind. Everyone's on autopilot, following programs that have been around for a long time. So people are just following them. It's their structured routine. Take them out of it and it's chaos for them. Because there's no trust to learn to go with the flow of your own energetic field, because you're so connected to everybody else's imprinted energetic fields that you don't know what it's like to be solo. And so we attach to persons, places, things, situations, whether they're healthy or unhealthy, because we don't know how to be a solo cell, so to speak. Now, right now, we have Lionsgate, 8/8 Lionsgate. Most people have no freaking clue what that really is. A few years ago, someone said, now Lionsgate opens on the 22nd of July. No, it opens on the 27th. No, it opens on the 28th of July. So then what's so important about 8/8? Because it's double digits? Apparently, that's where the gate's wide open, but nobody tells you when it actually closes. No one really ever tells you exactly what it is, because nobody really knows exactly what it is. It's just come up more and more and more in the last 3 to 4 years, when more people had time to sit still and then find ways to create social media entertainment. We already know about the inversions. We already know about gematria, numbers and language that's different. We already know names have been changed in biblical literatures, etc., etc., etc. We already know that storytelling that used to be an art was put into books and lost half of its art. We already know theater changes because ratings need to be up and we need to add excitement, so we need to add some twists and turns to the truth. We already know that we've been told there's a side that's doing not so nice things to a side that's fighting to keep nice things and balance the scales. And we know that we've been imprisoned and enslaved in many, many different philosophies and religions that people have taken on because they've heard it enough, or it's been enough in a lineage DNA that you don't know how to separate yourself from it without being casted out or being ridiculed or persecuted or exiled from family, friends, and so on and so forth. So again, we don't know how to be this original energetic cell. We're always looking to attach to somebody else's systems of belief. And most will go to what's popular, what group they want to belong with, who they want to be associated with, etc., all leaving imprints on frequencies of energy. I just did a longer video on that. Go back and listen to it. Our energy is sacred. It's unique unto us, as I've said before, like your fingerprint. No two people have the same. Even identical twins and mirror twins have differences. Can you be one less in this following the drones? You do not know what you're contributing to, what you're interacting with, what you're commingling with. You just know a lot of people, and many of those you trust and follow are doing it. So therefore you need to be part of that, because you're told it's from the light, for the light, by the light, as a light worker. But that might not necessarily be where all that energy is being placed and what portal it's being used for. Are you able to disengage? Are you actually able to detach and disengage? Are you actually able to admit to yourself that quite possibly all the cycles of the moons and the planets and all these terrestrial races of different levels, are you able to detach from benevolent, malevolent? Are you able to detach enough from all of it to say, you know what? I need to work on the stability and the foundations and the footings of myself. By just looking at that stuff as information doesn't necessarily mean I need to be a contributor or a sponsor or follow it or listen to it or be associated with it in any way, shape, or form. And I don't have to fear being an outcast or exiled or persecuted if I don't. Maybe being one less strengthens me so deeply that I get more information directly to me, through me, for me, that guides me in a different and higher vibrational way. Perhaps stepping away, strengthening footings and foundations, allows me to receive more information that helps me to make decisions and choices based on this individual cell before I decide how I'm going to fit in with the collective. Perhaps that's where my sacred energy should be imprinted. So again, I'm not blown away by the wind. I'm not being pushed down the hill. I'm not being thrown off a cliff. I'm not being shot at. Whatever these triggers of persecution, I'm not included. I'm not good enough. I don't know anything. Because I don't know anything, then I got to follow everybody else's program. And it seems like it's the right program because there's a lot of people on there that I like. Or do you have the courage to step away and say, divine source, creator, being that I am? Let the information march on. I'm just going to observe it. And I'll decide once I get more clarity of information. Because hell, I could be marching solo in the opposite direction. And I'm going to tell you, I found myself doing that for decades by choice. Before that, it was just because I didn't necessarily follow, or I might have tried to follow, but it didn't feel right, and I'd have to step out of that line. So I grew up feeling different because I had a different connection. I grew up relating to things very differently, wanting desperately for my human to fit in somewhere, with someone, with some group. But I had to look my own grass beneath my feet and see how beautiful and green it was, because I was planting the seeds there, because I was germinating it. I was watering it. I was taking care of my patch. That's right. It won't be quite as lonely and solo for you as it has been for me. But I can promise you, you will receive and retrieve the cellular software that is unique to your imprint. If you can just gently step away and just observe. Say, I'm not sure I'm part of that bucket. I'm not sure I'm part of that line. I'm not sure I'm part of this. And you may have people come across your social media and you're like, I'm sorry, why am I following them? I mean, like, what? What? What is this information really about? How does it empower me? Because your power and your empowerment is unique to each person. We're all here for multidimensional things to do. So you may bunny hop over here, and you may say, ooh, I don't bunny hop over there, bunny hop everywhere. You may just be bunny hopping, standing still, going, I'm not sure. Maybe it's like, you know what, I'm just going to stay right here and fortify this. Oh, look, somebody just bunny hopped towards me. They want to be an individual too. Look at them germinate and water and nurture their patch of grass. Look at that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I guess maybe stepping away, I needed to show other people they could step away too. Yeah. Think before you place your precious energy anywhere. Before you auto spew, before you translate what you think you heard, use your inner ears, your inner eyes, your inner smeller, your inner gut. Use your inner voice. Contain it. Be with it. Have a wonderful day. Please like, subscribe, and share.